further. I doubt if it's possible to simplify further. And then that's how you would deal with questions like this one, guys. Whenever you see plus or minus, just know you need to separate the exponent and then check for a common factor or factorize. That's the only thing that you need to know. That's the only thing that we do here when it comes to simplifying the exponent in grade 10. I am Gaston Mapala. Let me see. How's it, guys? Let's have a look at exponents for grade 10. This ones is they are requiring us to simplify. I hope you guys can still remember the exponent laws. If you don't remember them, please make sure that you view our video on the basics of exponents. All right, so let's have a look at this one here. We are given 4 a 3 to the power of a minus 3 a minus 1, and then all over 11 times 3 to the power of 3a plus 1. All right, so if you have a look at this, you will remember, guys, whenever we see a plus and a negative, what we must do, we must separate the exponent. So now let's go ahead and separate this exponent that we're given here. 4 will remain as 4, and then 3 will remain as 3. There's nothing we can do here. 3 to the power of a minus 3a. Before it became like this, it was 3 times 3 to the power of negative 1. So I just separated this part here. If the bases are the same, you are multiplying. When you add these two, you are going to have a minus 1. So therefore, this is correct. Therefore, all over 11 will remain as 11 times 3. We need to separate these two. It's going to be 3 to the power of a times 3 to the power of 1. All right, so now if you have a look at this one here, at the top there we've got 3a here and 3a here. Therefore this could be our common factor. So we're going to remove 3a as our common factor. We're going to have 4 minus, and then here when you multiply by 4, you're going to have 4 times 3a, so it's correct. So for even this side, we remove 3a, we are left with 3 to the power of negative 1. Close bracket. Here you go. Therefore, here at the bottom, we can also remove 3a or not remove it because there's nothing else there. Times 1. All right. So therefore, as you can see here, when you simplify 3 to the power of a, 3 to the power of a would cancel out. And therefore, you can simplify this fraction and then also simplify the bottom as well. What you can do at the top is going to be 4 minus 1 over 3 all over 11 times 3 to the power of 1 will give us 33. Okay, so now you can go ahead, simplify the fraction there, and therefore once you have done that, guys, I've done a separate video for the fractions, but I believe you can do this. It's not a train smash. So once you simplify the fraction, you can therefore let me see, I'm gonna punch this in your calculator. Then I see that I have arrived at an answer of 1 over 9. Okay, so that's how you would deal with this one, guys. Simple, straightforward, just applying the rule. So I have said that if you see plus and minus on these equations and then they say simplify, you must just know that you need to separate the exponents. After separating the exponent, it's either you take a common factor or you factorize. Common factor or you factorize. One of the two, guys, please. It is always going to be like this, nothing else. All right. Okay, let's move on to number 2. Number 2 says 5 to the power of 3a plus 5 to the power of a plus 1 minus 6 all over 3 to the power of a plus 1 plus 30. So now, as you can see here, there's a plus and minus there. What did we say? We said we're going to separate these exponents. So let's come here, equal to 5 to the power of 2a will remain as 5 to the power of 2a plus, we're going to separate these two, 5 to the power of a times by 5 to the power of 1 minus 6 will remain as minus 6 all over. Then let's have a look at this one here, 5a times 5 to the power of 1 plus 30. Can we separate 30 as well? We leave 30 as it is because it's a constant. So guys, if you have a look at this one here, there is no common factor that we can take out from the top, and there is no okay, at the bottom there is a common factor that we can take out, which is 5. But now if you look at this one, the top part looks like a trinomial. You have a square there, you've got a 1 there, then you have got a constant. How did I see that? We've got 2a there, we've got an a there, here we've got a constant number. So what can you do there? The best thing to do in this case is to let, you know, is to let 5 to the power of a be equal to x or k. I see other books, they will say k. It doesn't matter. You can also say k, but in this case I will say x so that it looks familiar. So here we go. We're going to say x to the power of what? But here there's a 2 now. It's going to x to the power of 2 plus we're substituting here. There's 5 to the power of 1 here. Then there's x minus 6 all over 5x here plus 30. All right guys, so if you can see here, I'm just gonna remove this one because 5 to the power of 1 is still 5 anyway. So if you can see here guys, we have got a trinomial here. So we all know how to factorize trinomials. If you don't know how to do that, please check on our channel here. We have got ways on how to factorize trinomials. So if you have a look at this one guys, you're gonna have x there and the x there, 2 numbers. When you multiply them together, they give us 6 is going to be 6 and a 1, 6 and a 1, and then the other one needs to be positive, which is this one. The other one needs to be negative. All right, and that's how you would deal with this one. If you were to double check this, it should go back. -1 times plus 6 is going to give us -6. Negative okay, 6 times x is going to be 6x plus -1 minus 1 is going to give us 3 is going to give us 6x minus x is going to give us 5x in the middle. So then here at the bottom, you're going to take out 5 as a common factor. You're going to be left with x plus 6. All right. So therefore, this is how it's looking. And if you can see here at the numerator, we've got x plus 6. And then at the denominator, we've got x plus 6 as well. So therefore, this would cancel out. Therefore, we are only left with x minus 1. So this is what we're left with. We're only left with x minus 1 all over 5. Now, if we substitute back, there we are going to have 5 to the power of a minus 1 all over 5. All right. I think okay, what else can we do here? Let me see if is it possible to simplify further. I doubt if it's possible to simplify further. And then that's how you would deal with questions like this one, guys. Whenever you see plus or minus, just know you need to separate the exponent and then check for a common factor or factorize. That's the only thing that you need to know. That's the only thing that we do here when it comes to simplifying the exponent in grade 10. I am Gaston Mapala. Let me see you on the next upload where we'll be doing something else.